welcome back to Reactions That Rock. I am Seth, a former radio DJ, but you already knew that, and I'm sorry for pointing my finger guns at you. Anyway, I want to say a huge thank you to Army. Each and every one of you have been absolutely awesome in your comments. Even if you don't comment, I absolutely love the love you have given me. You have purple-hearted me to near death, and you have no idea how good that feels. I definitely appreciate it. The information you have provided me, the commentary, the encouragement, the recommendations have been off the chains. Do kids still say that? Do adults still say that? Should I have ever said that? No. Anyway, everything you have told me and given me and provided me has been beautiful and much appreciated. Thank you so much for all that you do, the kind words, and all of it. That being said, there were a few people who told me that I should really check out some videos explaining songs before I listen to them, or that I should dig deeper into the music before I come out here and actually just fire up a song so that I can understand references and especially the cultural references and some of the behind the scenes or the callback stuff or the stuff that I wouldn't know being very, very new to BTS and the gang. So I do want to address that. As I've said in some of the comments, what I'm actually going for here in these reactions is similar to how I found new music when I was a kid. We didn't have the internet in the palm of our hands. We did not have devices everywhere. We were not connected to anything. My TV had like 5 channels and 2 of them were fuzzy snow if it was raining outside. And how we found new music back then was the radio would play it for us. They would say, here's a new song, check it out. And you had like 4 minutes to decide if you liked that song or not. You had no backstory, you had no point of reference, you had no origins, you had no cultural references, you had nothing but the name of a band and the name of the song, and 4 minutes to decide if you liked it or if you didn't. And that's what I'm actually trying to replicate here for myself in doing this. I know that there's a long, storied history with these guys. I understand that the discography alone is 1 billion songs, the fan base is 1 trillion people, and I can't keep up with any of it. I understand that there's so much stuff that I need to know, but I have to tell you, you have told me so much in the comments of the BTS videos. You have given me all the information that I could ever need and more, and I need more. Keep it coming. I mean, definitely fill me in, educate me, pretend that I am a friend of yours. We're riding in the car, and for the first time ever, I hear a song on the radio, and it's this one right here. And I know nothing about it. Don't expect me to know everything going in. That's not how I do this. That's not my process. And I understand some reactors do. And trust me, there are some educational videos, the Taylor Mary video, the translation videos, the cultural reference videos. There are a lot of videos out there that I will eventually get to either here or on my own time that aren't particularly the music and are just the information that I need. Until we get to that point, I love flying blind. I love firing something up and hearing it for the first time with zero idea what's coming. I've said before, I thought BTS was a bunch of bubblegum pop. I thought it was a Korean boy band. I thought it was going to be all dancing and singing in formation, these really sappy saccharine tunes. And yes, I do understand some of that does exist. I would honestly be disappointed if it didn't. But they have proven to be so much more than that. Each guy has his own particular sound, his own style, his own writing, everything. And I love that, and I'm trying to get through as much of that as I can before I fire up the band on a whole. And with that being said, I was told I have to check out RM. The most popularly mentioned song in my comments was Wildflower, so I am just going to fire this up. This video may run a little longer than some of my others. A lot of you have told me it's okay to pause it a little bit more and talk about what I see. I've been trying to keep these to like 10 to 12 minutes because I understand that sometimes I can talk a lot. I've already probably talked too much. So I know that once this mouth starts moving, it doesn't stop. And that may be a blessing and a curse. But I may take a little bit longer if I feel the need to, and hopefully I won't run this thing to an hour and a half of just jaw-dropping moments. But we're going to fire it up if I can find where the hell my mouse just disappeared to. This is RM with the song Wildflower, and it's my understanding that RM stands for either Rap Master or Rap Monster, which is really a bold statement to make, but now my expectations are very, very high, so let's see what we got. And I still love that. Boom. Anything that starts with fireworks is good for me.
동경했어 난 그저 화려하게 치고 싶은 난 시작의 전부터 나 상상했었지 그때 웃으며 박수 쳐줄 수 있게 나 소원했어 난 믿었던 게 다 멀어지던 때 이 모든 명예가 이제 멍해가 됐을 때 이 욕심을 제발 걷어가소서 어떤 일이 있어도 오늘을 나로 하게 하소.
Okay. Two quick things before I just shut up. But so first things first, I'm already picking up on what I think to be the theme of this song and the video is basically you have a young guy who wants fame and fortune, who wants to kind of blow up and not be just his just some unnamed person, and then he gets it, and there's a little bit of a struggle with that. He kind of wishes he could have some of that anonymity back. I totally get that. I say all the time, I have two modes of my personality. You see one of them, but I have two modes of my personality. I want to be either rich and famous, living in a $1 billion house somewhere on the coast with all my meals cooked for me and just living in the lap of luxury. I want like 7,000 thread count sheets on the bed. I want all of that. A swimming pool shaped like a guitar or whatever. But I also want like a cabin in the woods on 10 acres with no neighbors where nobody knows who the hell I am. So I kind of struggle with that in my own personal life, and it seems like I'm not alone. It's really nice to see that people who do make it, do get the attention, also kind of have a yearning for that too. It's very humbling, yet I like it because it seems that he's humble about it too, and honesty. One thing I've got to say about the BTS guys, lyrically, is so far they seem to be very, very honest with ARMY, with the fans. And I think that is huge. I think that's a great gift that they give you guys and girls and everybody else. So I can really, really appreciate that. They seem to be like the sweetest dudes on the planet. And I mean that from a place of love. So I really, really like that. The other thing I'm going to throw up here, the other point I'm going to make is I live in the mountains of Tennessee right now. So I'm kind of more or less the obscure cabin guy at this point in my life. But everything that this video started showing at the beginning, just like being in a field looking at fireworks, is so relatable. This is like normal life for more rural people. And it's relatable, and I really, really kind of like that, because if somebody were to tell me, hey, there's this 20-something-year-old Korean pop star, you guys have something in common, I would have been like, no. But here we are. It's relatable. This is weird to me because, again, and I've said it 1,000 times, but this is not at all the sound I expected when people told me I had to check these guys out, and I didn't expect to find relatable stuff, and I mean, seriously. So, wow. Okay, we're gonna keep this going and see if it stays relatable.
So, every day and every night, persistent pain and criminal mind. 내 심장 소리에 잠 못 들던 밤 창밖에 걸은 청승마 지초승 달 I do wish me a lovely night. 내 분수보다 비대해질 life. 저기 날아오르는 풍선을 애쓰지고 다져 물어 대체 지금
Metaphor, I love it.
왜지 써요 왜지
flower work, flower
I just gotta clarify, I was scratching an itch and not wiping away a tear. But this is closely emotional. This is, like, if you were to just, and this is why I love having the video too, like, if I were to just hear this on the radio, I would be missing a lot of the connection that I personally feel right now for this song. I wouldn't have caught on, the standing in a field looking at fireworks. I would have missed all of that. I would have had to just go on the lyrics. But I love the struggle within here. It's I want to be famous, but I want to be normal. I absolutely dig that. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with fame if you're a good person. I have met both types of famous people. I have met great famous people, and I have met not so good famous people. Maybe someday I'll write a book or do a whole playlist of just how your celebrities really are when you see them. But I dig this. Like, this is I have never in a million years thought that I would fire up a BTS guy and feel it relatable. That's all I can say. I'm just going to keep it going because I'm going to say the same thing over and over again if I don't. But this hits home.
내 마지막일까 전부 진결이 나 하나 열까지 다 이지그치 끝한 가면은 언제 벗겨질까 Yeah me no hero me no villain 아무것도 아니나 공회전은 반복돼 기억들은 아폭해 난 눈물을 판 속에 시선을 던져 하루에 뭘 원했었던 건지 이제 기억이 안 나 얻었다 믿었던 모든 행복은 교차했나 Yeah 하던 건 no matter what's wrong 그게 뭐가 됐건 새벽에 호흡 자락을 붙잡고 뭔가 토해내는 기억 목소리 막힌 자들의 사회 난 여전히 침묵을 말해 이건 방패 과수간도 답해 모두 오해 편견들의 타겟 반갑잖아 너의 행가래 내 두 발이 여기 땅 위에 이름도 없는 꽃들과 함께 다시 별에 가시고 소확해 발밑으로 I just go 목적 없는 목적지로 슬픈 줄도 모르고 그림자와 저 친구로 원래 내 것은 아무것도 없었지 And don't tell me like gotta be a someone 난 절대 그들처럼 될 수 없음에 그림을 시작은 신 여태껏 날 지켜온 단 하나의 힘과 철 타는 불꽃에서 들꽃으로 손에 내서 영원으로 나의 황량한 들의 나무를 언젠가 나 되돌아가래 저 하늘을 흩어질래 Like a flower, 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 눈부시게 Like a flower, 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 No shine
And in the end, he's alone in the field of flowers. Okay, here's the thing with the song. When people told me that he's a rapper and that it's Rap Monster or Rap Master, forgive me for not remembering. But when everybody told me that I had to check it out, that he's a rapper, I was kind of expecting that kind of same edgy rap that I got when I did Suga, August D, whatever. I'm still trying to get straight who's what when they're in the band and doing the solo stuff. But so I was kind of expecting a little bit of that edginess, and instead I got heart, and that blows my mind right now. Like I said during this video, there's a real struggle between being famous and living a normal life. I have never experienced anything remotely close to probably either. But I do have to say, on a very, very, very small scale, getting noticed in public and whatever is really fun and also really weird. Back in my radio days, my wife and I went to dinner at Chili's. Chili's, fajitas. And the waiter at the end of the meal, the waiter came over to my table and was like, "Hey, thank you so much for dining with us. It was nice having you here. I just wanted to let you know that our manager comped the meal because of who you are. And could you sign my napkin?" And I felt like two feelings at the exact same time. Feeling number one was I'm like, oh my God, I'm a celebrity. I got a free meal at Chili's and this guy wants my autograph. At the same time, I felt like the biggest douchebag on the planet. Like somehow like this guy thought I was like anything special whatsoever. And it was really weird. I know that's not like this level here, okay? I'm not even remotely coming close to comparing myself to this. But it was really bizarre. And my ego loved it, and my pride absolutely hated it. And so I understand on a much lesser degree the balance that comes along with, I mean, these are people. We have to remember that. Celebrities, rock stars, talented musicians, these are all, at the end of the day, people like you and I who have a skill, a talent that they have found a way to monetize and master in the most successful of ways. And I give them all the credit in the world for doing it. But I've been, like I said, on a much, much, much smaller scale in that place of questioning where my pride and my ego were at war with each other. So, and that's what I pick up from this song. If I'm missing the mark here, go ahead. You know what to do. Fill me in the comments. Tell me everything I need to know. But that's what I'm picking up on this, is that this song is the struggle. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but there seems to be a bit of a metaphor with the flowers going on. In my brain, I kind of think it's comparing that not only do like celebrities or, musicians get flowers on opening night, and that's kind of like the gift, but they also get them on their graves. And there were a little bit of, the words lead you to believe that at the end of it, he's saying that I might just, when my time comes, I may just want to be a normal person, and those are the flowers that I deserve, or whatever. I don't know. I might be digging too deep. I might not be deep enough. But again, zero prep. I do this completely blind, deaf, and dumb. So, tell me what I'm missing. Tell me what I need to know. Yes, I have a lot more BTS stuff coming your way. The Army has been so nice. I cannot not give you some more reactions. Also, I love discovering the different voice and style of each guy in the group. I will be eventually getting the group together as a whole here in my basement studio, or just up there on my basement studio, and be checking out some of the older stuff. I know I have to go a few years back and listen to some of that stuff, but it's definitely coming up. So keep the recommendations coming. I appreciate all the engagement, all the information, all the love I've gotten. I got purple hearts. Is this how the kids do it? I'm an old man. We don't normally do. We've got one hand gesture, and it usually goes out the window when a guy cuts us off in traffic. But thank you so much for all the love. You definitely have love for me. I am still trying to comment on everybody's comments. I am trying to reply because some of you have given me so much detail and information that I kind of feel douchey just throwing a purple heart up there and moving on. Trust me, I read everything. I will try to engage as much as I can, but this channel is growing, especially thanks to many of you. And I am one guy doing my best. There is no team behind me. There's just me. So, again, I'll take that $1 million mansion somewhere or a cabin in the woods where I don't have to live in my phone and I can just chop wood like a weirdo. But I love the community that is coming out for this from all over the world. Thank you so much. You have no idea how good you make me feel when you send me nice words and you send me love, and just, even if you just, give me some information and say, hey, thanks for this. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all the kind words. I appreciate the nasty words too. Somebody told me that I keep this little viewer too small and that my head is too big and they're not going to subscribe because of that. So I definitely appreciate the feedback. As this channel continues to grow, there will be studio enhancements coming. And some of that may be change-ups of how this whole display looks. But that's what I've got for you. And that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. As you know, different sign-off every night. And tonight, I'm feeling inspirational because of this. So all I'm going to say when I part here is just be your authentic self. And if the world accepts you, that's great. And if people don't, that's on them. Be yourself.